Hey everyone, it's Silverfuse here, and today I'm bringing you a look at a different deck that we really haven't seen used that often. It is Frejlord and Noxus to make a control, also very grindy deck that was made by Josh Utterlayton, otherwise known as Wrapter, and he is a Magic Hall of Famer who worked on Legends, so you might have heard that name before if you come from Tussle like I do. I've played this deck some, and I think it's really strong. It is grindy. I don't necessarily know if it's going to work very well in the Fearsome meta, but I feel like if Fearsome gets toned down, or just whatever the balance patches are, I feel like this deck isn't going to be hit that much, but I think other cards will be, and I think that will make this deck very, very strong. We can see that we have Noxus in this, which is not used that often, it seems. We have the Legion Drummer, which isn't used very often at all. She is very strong and allows things to make favorable trades that might not have been able to before. We have the Glory Seeker, which is a 5/1 with Challenger that cannot block, but this thing pretty much trades with a majority of things. We have the 2-mana 5/1 Glory Seeker with Challenger. It cannot block, but it pretty much trades into anything when you're attacking on your turn. It's very strong, and so a card that I would definitely say is overlooked. Culling Strike also from Noxus. We have 3 Ashe in this deck, along with 2 Tryndamere and 1 Anivia. Ashe is a champion that I think is very underlooked right now. I think she's incredibly strong, and I have loved playing her. I crafted her yesterday, and I've been spamming her a lot. I think she has pretty good stats, and she just does very well. Her ability is very strong when you level up, which is the Crystal Arrow. It's slow, frostbite an enemy, then frostbite enemies with 3 or less health, draw 1. It is a very strong control tool. Another card that hasn't been played, but I think is very strong, is the Assessor. Draw 1 for each 5+ power ally that you have. And the reason I think this isn't played that much is because there is a lot of aggro, and there also just isn't a lot of just... My cat did that. The reason that I think it's like this is because there aren't a lot of very grindy decks, and card advantage hasn't really been a priority in this game, where a lot of games tempo and card advantage matter quite a bit. In this game, tempo matters, but I haven't seen card advantage as important. Yeah, it does happen sometimes, but for the core set, it seems pretty low where card advantage matters. I would say just because you're drawing every round, it's pretty continuous. We also have the Hearthguard, which this card I think is disgusting. It's really, really gross. Coming from Legends, a game where a 6-mana 3/3 give everything in your deck +1/1 was considered a pretty good card. Seeing a well-statted creature giving everything in the deck +1/1 is really good, and also goes along very well with the Assessor, and that Glory Seeker that we have from earlier also goes well with the Assessor. Wherever that card is, there it is. So you can see what the combinations are for this deck, and then we have the Tryndamere and Anivia. Harsh wins a 3F copy because it's an amazing combat trick, wins games pretty much all the time. But I've loved playing this deck. I think it is a blast, and I'm really excited to share it with you. And once again, Wrapter, great deck, absolutely love it. Whoa, 5 heroes. I have not seen that yet. I've never seen anyone play 5 heroes, I don't think. So is it bugged? Probably just took whatever heroes they had and dumped them in, not sure. Katarina, Darius, Callista, Thresh, and Hecarim. Okay. I wonder if there's a 2 of any of them, and which one it is, if so. No Omen Hawk to start, which is too bad, but we can live. Okay, we have a Cole. Play that, I guess. I'm not going to block that. Oh, they got the Butcher. Which we'll probably be using this to play next turn. Their attack. We can keep this up if we don't block now. But then they get to play something. So I think I'll block with that. It's definitely a decision where I could wait on it, just because then I can keep this alive. But if I do play this, then they get a chance to play another card, and it might not necessarily work in the way I intended it to work. So I'm just going to do this just because I feel like it's safer. But they'll probably play something pretty high tempo here, I would think. Alright. Hopefully they still play nothing. Make my life easier? Like, much easier? Why would you do that now? He just dies. I'm trying to think if I'm missing something. I don't think I did. You know what? I'm ending the round. They have the mana advantage there, I think, so I'm just gonna do this, and I'm alright with it. A-okay. Very okay with this. I care about the +1/1 and getting rid of that vengeance a lot more. That's great. This can't block, but this seems like... yeah, it seems pretty solid to just frostbite this. So that's their whole turn. Feels very, very nice. I mean, I could cull it too. It seems worth it instead of using the Glory Seeker. They can't do anything about it. I think it's worth it. It's a really nice combo, Frostbite plus Coal. And then, not next turn, but the turn after, probably a Tryndamere. At least the Glory Seeker, most likely. Hard to say. Oh, we'll just do it now. What am I saying? Don't need to wait. Do it now. And we got the attack now too, which is great. So this draws... I think it counts for itself. Go for it. We can't play Harsh Winds now, but that's alright. That's very fine. Yeah, I'll do that. More the merrier stats wise. So I'll pull this. I know I can swipe through, but I don't know. I like kind of doing it one at a time. Sorry if that annoys you. I'll try to pull them all together, but it's just something I feel like I have more control, and I also like putting them in order when I can. Sometimes I'll miss it and I'm like, eh, whatever, but that 6, 5, 4, 3, isn't that pretty satisfying? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost perfect. It'd be kind of cool if it did just go down like stairs. Alright, that's fine. Not that bad. And pass. Maybe the Tryndamere here. It kind of depends what they play. I mean, if they were to pass, I would just pass, but I don't think they're going to. Hecarim. Might want to save the Harsh Winds for that reason. So we have 10 mana. We can play this. And we can play the Harsh Winds. Ashe is really good for the future. I'm gonna do that just cause. Helps Ashe out a bit. I think we'll put this here. I mean, it's either they add... no, they can add damage. I don't really care if they do. If they add 3, I'd rather keep the unit up. Because they could add the Mark of the Isle. So I think this is quite fine. Yeah, it's not bad. Has a 6/4 is really... it's a big difference. Maybe I play Ashe plus Assessor next turn. There's a chance of it for sure. Okay. Might want to get the wolf out though to move Hecarim through. Probably a really good chance of that. See what happens here. Vengeance. It's fine. I think playing Ashe definitely worth it now. They can't vengeance her. It's really important. Trying to think of what I'll be doing. Play the Hawk too. I think pushing the damage as much as I can is good. Hopefully they just pass again. They surrendered, okay. I was ready. But that's about how that deck works. You can see I got card advantage there, which it mattered some in that game. They were a bit low on cards. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and commenting. It makes me feel really good, and also it helps me in the YouTube algorithm as well, so more people can see my content and more of you that I can interact and talk with. I absolutely love talking to people in the comment section and try to reply to every comment that I get. So if you have any questions for me or any thoughts, go ahead and let me know. I love to hear about them. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye!